Hey folks, welcome back to Bullets and Brass. Today we're talking about some new ammo that's out. True Velocity Ammo is a company making ammo for the new 6.8 for the military, and they are a polymer case ammo. The whole thing is polymer. I'm not sure if that's what they're making for the military or if they're making some combination case or what, but what they're offering on the civilian market right now is a 308 round with a full, almost translucent polymer case. It's very cool looking stuff. And I am not saying that it is not match. Most of this is going to be criticism, okay? Just preface that. I'm not saying it is not extremely good ammo. I am not saying that it is not extremely well made, that there's anything wrong with it. So let's get that out of the way. I am assuming, I've not personally tried it or talked to anybody who has, but I'm assuming that it really is top tier ammo. When you're marketing it the way they're marketing it and you're charging what they're charging, if it's not, I would have seen tons of hate mail. Okay, I would have seen a million and one videos basically trashing them. True Velocity has some claims they make on their website. It's in their FAQ because their website is extremely uninformative about the ammo in terms of the actual specs. They put some information on the box, but it's mostly ballistic stuff of the actual, like, hey, is that goo around the bullet in the neck of the case waterproofing or not? Is it effectively crimped, or is that a bonding agent that is doing that job? What is it waterproof? Is the primer waterproof? So on and so forth. What temperature range is this best at? Things like that. So anyway, they had identified, I'm going to read their quote, more than 30 distinct advantages of composite cases over brass. In particular, our cartridge case offers a substantial reduction in weight, reduced heat transfer to weapons, significantly enhanced accuracy, more consistent muzzle velocity, reduced muzzle flash, and more efficient powder burn as compared to brass cartridge cases. Those are some bold claims, Cotton. Let's see if they can back it up. Now, as I said earlier, I'm not saying anything wrong about any of it. And in a military application, all of that has value. Does any of it hold up in the civilian world? Wait, let's do the easy one first. I don't care. This is $70 a box match grade ammo. It is offered in either literally like match bullets or Nosler Accubons for hunting. I don't care that it's a lighter. The case is a little lighter. Gee, that was going to make or break my hunt or my trip to the range for a match. Really? How many rounds do you carry hunting? This is not the ammo you're using to go hunt hogs where you might fire 20 rounds in a minute. This is ammo you shoot 2 rounds in a weekend. Like, I think it's irrelevant. I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying that in a civilian application, I'm not paying you extra for that. I got the same argument for heat transfer. They're talking about when you fire the round, brass conducts heat very well. So the heat from inside the case transfers to the chamber area. They're not talking about down the barrel. They're not talking about the throat of the barrel. They're not talking about any of that. They're talking about the heat transfer at the chamber. My argument is I'm not firing full auto. And I'm probably not firing hundreds of rounds in a sitting, like in one go. In fact, I'm probably not firing 20 rounds in a go because it's $70 a box. Now, let's talk about what you would be doing. say you're firing 5-shot strings or even 10-shot strings. On most rifles, firing that many rounds in a row is not going to heat up the chamber significantly enough to matter. You are way more worried about your barrel warming up and changing a little bit in terms of accuracy. You are way more worried about the throat eroding faster as you heat it up. The erosion rate goes up. Heat transfer to my chamber in these applications, it's a non-issue. Now, I'm not saying it's completely irrelevant. Anything that makes your chamber and barrel environment more consistent, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say that's nothing. However, I would argue that difference is going to be so small that while they manage to measure it, in the real world, I'm not seeing that being anything but lost in the statistics. Every other aspect of the situation is going to be much bigger in the effect on it. In a military application, 100%. In fact, I was just talking to somebody the other day who has experienced a runaway full auto. It was a full auto gun, but they didn't plan for it to keep shooting when they took their finger off the trigger. They fired enough ammo quickly enough that the chamber heated up enough that it was cooking off the rounds. In that environment, absolutely. But on the other hand, you've also got heat transfer from the throat of the barrel, which is one of the hottest points, back into the chamber. So let's just put that all in context. In a military environment, the weight, huge savings. I can't even say it's cooling, it's non-heat transfer. Massive, potentially massive. The ability to fire more rounds from your machine gun in a go and not overheat it, huge. Now, we're going to keep going. How about the performance claims? Because so far we've talked about sort of passive stuff, right? Unless you're comparing to cheap bulk ammo, the rest of this I'm not buying into. Because a premium brass case that is properly formed for the rifle, properly loaded, and well chosen for the task is, generally speaking, not the limitation. It is the rifle, it is the shooter, it is the bullet choice, it is the environmental factors. So how can you say, be outside of the lab environment, because they're not claiming that these are real world in the field results. But how can you argue that it's worth money when you can achieve all these things with a brass case? All the performance stuff, not the muzzle flash. If you're comparing to bulk crap ammo, sure, your premium match grade ammo is better. Well, so is the Lapua, right? If I go buy premium ammo, yeah, it's going to be better too. So to me, arguing that your $70 a box ammo is better than something unnamed, I'm going to go, well, sure, it's $70 a box. It's premium match grade ammo and it performs accordingly. But if I buy other $70 a box premium match grade ammo, is it really better than that? In which rifle? And I think that's the crux of it. At $70 a box, you have to compare apples to apples. And while I think it's very neat ammo, and I'm not arguing that it is not premium ammo, when compared to other premium ammo, their claims are mundane. Their claims don't mean anything because your claim has no merit in general. It has merit in a particular situation, a particular rifle, where it's proven. But in a different rifle, the results may be different. And claiming that your case is that big a factor, to me, is silly. For the military application, particularly if you're comparing it to standard mil-spec ammo, absolutely, 100%, this is going to be superior. They would have to be making crap ammo from their perspective. Like, I mean, I'm assuming that their batch control is very good, their quality control is very good. So assuming all that, yeah, this is going to be superior to mass-produced mil-spec brass case ammo, because that's not particularly good ammo. So that is my thoughts on true velocity ammo. And like I said, I have not shot any. I don't know anybody who's shot any. So I'm not even going to be talking about, does it really live up to the claims? I can't. I'm just taking them on face value that it really is what they claim. Mostly because if it wasn't, I would have seen the fire, right? So take care, have fun, stay safe, guys, keep shooting.